Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun Moon Rising for June 2022. Thank you so much for being here. Would you please like and subscribe? It would really help me out and help me to keep making these videos. So Spirit Guides and Angels, what am I Sagittarius at June 2022? All my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2022 need to know for our highest and greatest good. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for June 2022. Okay, so with the situation, we start off with the Page of Cups, the challenge, Six of Swords in reverse, the foundation, or what you might not be aware of, death. The recent past, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What's on your mind or message from your higher self, Knight of Cups in reverse. Near future, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Your attitude and outlook, Eight of Cups. And in your environment, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Hopes and fears, King of Swords reversed. And for the outcome, Five of Pentacles in reverse. So we have only one major arcana here, and that is the Death card. So it's definitely a major change or transition. Everything must end so that something new can begin. And so this can be speaking about any type of major change or transition in your life that you might be going through. The Page of Cups says someone may have recently asked you out on a date or invited you out to coffee or shown their interest or expressed their feelings to you in some way. But the challenge is the Six of Swords in reverse. So feeling like there's some situation where maybe you just can't quite seem to find the solution, or there's some conflict that you can't quite seem to find the answer for. And in the recent past, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe for a lot of you, you've been single for a long time and you just recently started dating, or maybe you've just been really focused on your finances. Maybe you've, in the recent past, have not had a very good work-life balance, or maybe you've just felt like you don't have the time to enjoy everything you work so hard for. On your mind, the Knight of Cups in reverse. So maybe this could be a rejection, it could be a breakup, it could be someone's emotionally disconnected from you, or they aren't really sharing their true feelings, and maybe that's part of the conflict. In the near future, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So someone coming your way with an offer of some kind. It can also talk about progress made in a situation, and that's good news, especially since there's some kind of conflict or troubled waters that you haven't yet found a solution to it. Knight of Pentacles says that slow and steady, if you stay grounded and practical, you will find a solution. Your attitude and outlook, the Eight of Cups. So there's something you're leaving behind. There's something you're not quite satisfied with anymore. Maybe you've outgrown it. And in your environment, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So you may have lost interest in somebody or something. You may feel like you don't really know where you're going or what you're doing next, or maybe you are starting a project and can't quite get yourself to finish it. Or that could be the energy of someone in your environment that you're dealing with. Hopes and fears, we have King of Swords in reverse. So maybe you're feeling unclear. Maybe you feel someone isn't quite sharing how they truly feel. Someone could be lying or withholding information. And maybe you feel like you just don't have all the facts, or you don't have a plan, you know, you don't have the solution quite yet. But for the outcome, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is coming out of lack, neglect, abandonment, feeling alone, feeling like you don't have enough. But this is a turning point. This is recovery. It's turning things around and getting the help that you need and getting the support that you need to overcome a difficult situation. It tells us that everything's going to be all right. Just hang in there. So let's see if we can get some clarity for my beautiful Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2022. Sagittarius for June 2022. Spirit guides and angels, what can you tell my beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2022? What clarity can we get for our highest and greatest good for June 2022? So the Page of Cups, this could talk about just a youthful enthusiasm, feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, or it could be someone in your environment who's recently expressed some feelings or sent you an invite or a message of support or love. And with clarifying the Three of Wands, so someone's definitely coming towards you, or you have very hopeful expectations for the future. Maybe you've recently started a new project or a new job or a new relationship, and you're feeling really optimistic about it. But the challenge is the Six of Swords in reverse, and we have the Magician. So you may be feeling a lack of power, a lack of resources, a lack of support. There may be some issue or conflict that you're not quite sure how you're going to get around it. But the Magician tells us that you have everything that you need right now to overcome whatever situation you're dealing with. And it's a really powerful energy, so you got this. And the Death is clarified by the Six of Cups. So yeah, this could just be you, you know, yes, it could be leaving behind a relationship, leaving behind a job, but it could also be just the phases of life. You know, we go through these major transitions in life. Sometimes maybe you're moving, or, you know, maybe you got a new job. You know the major transitions. Could be someone from your past coming back around, some relationship from your past that you thought was over, or someone you just haven't talked to in a really long time could be coming back around. But in the recent past, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Cups. So this could be you just following your heart, being true to you, taking care of yourself, maybe feeling like you need to take better care of yourself, your body, your health, your fitness, you know, all of your responsibilities. And maybe you've been overgiving to everybody. You know, the Queen of Cups is a very compassionate, loving, giving person. And if she's not careful, she can be so busy taking care of everyone else that she doesn't have enough time to take care of herself. So the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Moon. So someone was doing something sneaky, I think. They weren't being very clear about their intentions. They weren't sharing their feelings with you. It could be as innocent as that. Someone was just afraid to show you how they felt. Because the Moon speaks about secrets, things that are hidden. This is not what it seems. And so some person, you may be thinking about some person that may have offered you their cup, their love recently, and you feel like something's not quite right, or someone's not being very forthright with how they feel or what they want. In the near future, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Cups. So this is a reunion, a celebration. It's going out and having fun. It's working hard, but also taking time to have some fun too. So maybe you've got some plans coming up, something fun you've got coming up. But your attitude and outlook with the Eight of Cups, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is like sleepless nights, worry, anxiety, fear. Maybe you're considering making a major change and you're really worried about it. You're not really sure what to do or where to go or how it's going to turn out for you. But you know what you need to do. It's just a matter of getting the courage and following your heart. You know, what do you feel your intuition is telling you to do? The Nine of Swords also says that you've been overthinking a situation a lot. You've been really up in your head. And the Eight of Cups says that you know that you're not happy. You know that you're not fulfilled. So what are you waiting for? Time to try something new. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, we have the King of Cups. So we now have the King and the Queen of Cups. So you might be in a relationship, or you might be looking for a relationship. But this is a divine pair that's come out for your reading. So this could be someone that's wanting to ask you out, or someone that is afraid you might reject them, because we have over here someone that wasn't quite forthright with how they feel, and we have right here a possible rejection or losing interest. So maybe you have a King of Cups in your environment, a very loving, stable, mature person who may not always be very expressive with their feelings, that's afraid to come towards you, but is definitely very interested. And the King of Swords is clarified by the Emperor. So this is a very strong, stable, secure energy of bossing up and doing what you got to do. And maybe you feel like you don't have a plan and you don't want to be hasty, but this says that the power and the control, it's in your hands. Your life is in your hands. So maybe you just got to follow your heart and not try to overthink it so much. And in the outcome, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Empress. That's beautiful. So some of you might be getting pregnant, but the Empress is a very abundant energy. She sits in, and all of the beautiful blessings come to her. She doesn't need to chase anyone or anything. She knows what she's worth. And this is you in the near future, knowing your value and not settling for anything less, especially paired with the Five of Pentacles. This is you going after what you're worth at work and in relationships, not putting up with people that are below you or behavior that's unacceptable to you. This is standing in your power and saying, no, I know what I deserve. I know how I want to be treated, and I'm not going to accept anything less. So let's see if we can get a card from Threads of Fate for my beautiful Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Risings for June 2022. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, June 2022. Spirit, guides, and angels, please, what can we know for our highest and greatest good for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for June 2022? What extra information, guidance, advice can you give us for the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Risings for June 2022? Death, you guys. That's the second time Death has come out. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. You see this card, Death? Let me see if I can get it for you. It's got this beautiful flower here. It's got the skull there, like a butterfly on one side. And it says Death. I'm still learning how to use this whole cameras thing, but yeah, Death. So this is the same as the Death here. They both talk about major changes, major transitions, the end of one aspect of your life so that a new aspect of your life can begin. And what I love about this card is you see everybody's response to Death is different. This is Death riding in on its horse. And this woman is like pleading with Death, like, please, please don't, don't take me. And this woman's just given up. She's just waiting for Death to run her over. And this little child is holding a flower up to Death. This child has a totally different perspective on death because the child is inexperienced. And of course there's this guy whose crown has been knocked off, which tells us that, major life changes, happen to everybody, the rich, the powerful, the young, the old, the attractive and the not attractive, according to whoever's beauty standards. Like, major life changes like death happen to all of us. You can't escape it. It is just a matter of how do you, what's your response or what's your reaction? All you can control is how you respond or react to the situation or the change. But this shows you're undergoing a major transformation right now, and so hang in there because it's about to get really beautiful for you. And so, Spirit Guides and Angels, what advice can we get from the wisdom of the Oracle to wrap this up for my beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising listeners? Spirit Guides and Angels, what guidance can we get for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2022? Sagittarius, June 2022. Oh, we got one. To be fair. All right, let's do it. 38. Essential meanings: balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. The Oracle's message: life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, if you're not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Relationship message: can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Prosperity message: now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Protection message: injustice and inequity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain: if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe while you're here. It would really help me out and help me to keep making these videos for you. I hope you got something out of this message, and until the next one, take care.